Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and studying well. So children, I welcome you all to the science class. So today, the day is Saturday and it is 8th of January 2022. So before proceeding to the class children, let us see the thought for the day today. So the thought says, Earth is the God's best gift to us. We made it worst. Let's care for it, save the green, fight global warming. So yes children, you know that Earth is like our mother. Yes, Earth has given many things to us. So we have made it worse by destroying it. So let us pledge to take care of our mother Earth. Let us pledge to save the green and let us pledge to fight global warming. So children, in today's class, we will do chapter 12, the sun and the moon. So in this chapter, you will learn about the sun, moon, solar system, planets, phases of moon, everything. Okay, so one by one, let us read and I will explain you about the chapter. So when you look towards the sky in the night, you might wonder what these shining stars are. Why the moon is so close to us? Does it look different every day? These are some of the interesting facts we will learn about in this chapter. So children, when we look towards the sky, you can see in the picture also that sometimes we wonder that what are these shining stars, yes, and why the moon is so close to us and why this the shape of the moon is changing every day. So in this chapter we will learn about all these interesting facts. So the first thing we will learn in this chapter is solar system. I think so you have gone through the term solar system in class 2 also. So let us see what is solar system. The sun, its planet and their satellites, dwarf planet, asteroids and comets make the solar system. So solar system consists of the sun, planet, their satellites, asteroids, comets, meteors, all these things together form the solar system. And in our solar system, you know that there are 8 planets. The first planet is Mercury, then Venus, Earth, that is our planet, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Among all these planets, Jupiter is the biggest planet and the beautiful place where we live, the Earth, is one of the planet of the solar system. So our Earth is one of the planet of the solar system. So children, the next topic we are going to learn is the sun. The sun is the main, it's like you can say it is the hero of the solar system. Yes, it is the center of the solar system. So the sun is one of the million stars in the universe. So sun is also a type of stars. If someone asks you if sun is the star or planet, you will say that sun is the star. It is a big ball of hot gases. The sun is the big ball of hot gases. Without sun, there would be no daylight. You know that because our earth, we see light, sunlight every day. Yes, we can see during the day we can see everything clearly because the sun, that is because of sunlight. Yes, so without the sun, our earth will be dark, frozen world with no oceans. There will be no oceans, like you can see the second picture. Yes, and no life. The heat of the sun helps to make life possible on the earth. So it is the heat of the sun and the light of the sun that helps to make the life possible on the earth. Now let us learn what is a planet. So a round object which travels around the sun in a fixed path is called a planet. So planets are the round object. You know that each planet, it is a round object which travels around the sun, and Earth is the only planet having life. It is interesting to know that as we move on the Earth also moves around the sun. This we all know that Earth is also a type of planet and it is also revolving or moving around the sun. The only difference is that the earth moves around the sun in a fixed path. We can move here and there in the earth wherever we want, but the earth moves around the sun in a fixed path, and the name of that path is called orbit, like the train. Yes, you have seen train coming and going, moving train. They move in their railway track. In the same manner, the planets move in the fixed path called orbit. So the next topic we will learn today is the moon. So now let us see what is the moon. You have seen moon, yes, during the night we see moon. So just as the planet revolve around the sun, there are smaller heavenly bodies in the space that moves around the planets. These are called satellites. So children, like planets move around the sun, you can see in the picture that there are other heavenly bodies, smaller heavenly bodies that moves around the planets. Not only the earth, but these heavenly bodies moves around other planets also, okay? So these are called satellites, okay? So if someone asks you what are satellites, you can say that satellites are the heavenly bodies which moves around the planet. So what is our natural satellite? The moon is the natural satellite of the earth, and it is our nearest neighbor. That means the moon is very near to earth, and it is revolving or moving around the earth, and it takes 27 days to move around the earth. So children, next, astronauts have already visited the moon. So children, astronauts are the people who travels to space, who learns about the space, and who gives information about the space. So in the space, you know, there's a moon. Yes, so astronauts, they have already visited the moon, and the surface of the moon is rocky and full of deep holes called craters. You can see there are deep holes in the moon, and these deep holes are called craters, and there is no air on the moon. There is no air on the moon. So if you have to go to the moon, you have to take your own oxygen cylinder. So the moon shines brightly, but it does not have its own light. Moon shines because it reflects the light of the sun. So moon, we can see the moon shining, but it is not its own light. Okay, the moon is shining because it reflects the light of the sun. We cannot see the moon during the day because of the much brighter light of the sun, just as we cannot see a candle's light in a brightly lit room. So children, we cannot see the moon during the day. Can you see? No, sometimes slightly we can see, but that is different thing, because we cannot see the moon shining very brightly during the day like night, because the brighter light of the sun dims the light of the moon. So next topic is phases of moon. You know that we see different shapes of the moon. Yes, different phases of the moon. So the moon appears to change its shape at night. This is because of the position of the earth and the moon that we see different amount of lighted phase of the moon part of the moon each night. These shapes are known as phases of the moon. So the earth, sun and moon, earth is revolving around the sun and the moon is revolving around the earth. Yes, so that is because both earth and moon are moving. They both are moving. So this is the movement and the position of the earth and the moon that we see different amount of lighted phase of the moon. So these shapes, different shapes, are known as phases of moon. When we see the whole of the lighted phase, it is called full moon. This phase is when the earth is between the sun and the moon. You know that sometimes we see the full phase of the moon, right? So when we see the whole of the lighted phase, very bright phase of the moon, this is known as full moon. In this phase, we can see this phase when the earth is between the sun and the moon. Now when we see only a part of lighted phase, you can see the next picture. When we see the part of the lighted phase, it is called crescent moon. This moon, you can see in the picture, this is crescent moon. And when we do not see the lighted phase like this, when we don't see the moon at all, this moon is known as new moon. So this phase is seen when the moon is between the sun and the earth. So the new moon can be seen when the moon is between the sun and the earth. Now the next topic, children, is artificial satellite. We have learned that moon is the natural satellite of the earth. There are many artificial satellites outside our earth in the space. So let us see what is artificial satellite and how does it help us. You watch different programs on television from different parts of the world. You also hear weather news on the radio. You can make telephone calls to places all over the world and receive emails. All this is possible because of artificial satellites that have been sent to space. You know that you watch television, you can make a call, you can watch everything in your mobile phone. Yes, you can listen to the radio. All these things are possible because the scientists have sent the artificial satellite to the space. Many amazing discoveries have been made by the help of brave people like Yuri Gagarin, Neil Armstrong, etc., who have made journeys to space. So children, these peoples who visit and help us to know more about our universe are called astronauts. I have already told you that the people who visit space, who learns about space and help us to know more about our world or universe, they are known as astronauts. And many amazing discoveries have been made by these brave people, among which two names are given. Many people are there, but two main names are given: Yuri Gagarin and Neil Armstrong. So let us see the picture of Yuri Gagarin. Okay, so this first picture is the picture of Yuri Gagarin, and the next picture is the picture of the Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong is the first person to step on the moon. So children, I hope you all understood whatever we have done in the class, and you all want to visit once in the space too, right? So for this you have to study hard and you have to be astronaut. So let us see the fact for the day today. The sun isn't yellow, it is actually white. It appears yellow from earth because of our atmosphere which tints it yellow. So the sun which appears yellow in the earth, it is not actually yellow, it is white in color. It appears yellow because of the atmosphere. Our earth is covered with the atmosphere. So because this earth tints the color of sun from white to yellow. So children, your home assignment is, you will write the given key terms in your copy and you will learn it. Planet, a round object which travels around the sun in a fixed path. Orbit, the fixed path on which planets travel around the sun. Phase, a part or a section. Satellite, the body that moves around the planet. Artificial, anything which is not real. Signal, messages or information sent without using words. So children, I hope you all enjoyed today's class. I will see you in the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you everyone.